Hello, I'm Mario Toneguzzi, taking care of business on Canada's podcast network. Joining me today is Desirée Bombenon, who is CEO of SureCall in Calgary. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Mario.
Well, congratulations are in order, Desirée. You were recently named on Canada's Most Powerful Women Top 100 Award Winners list by the Women's Executive Network. First of all, congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And you were in the entrepreneurs category for creating and growing a business into an exceptional organization. Let me just first of all ask you about, your reaction to being named to that list. Surprised?
Yeah, it's I'm honored. I'm humbled. It's been the fourth time I've been named to the list. So they're actually inducting me into their Hall of Fame in Toronto at the gala on November 17th. So I've won the award a few times, but it's always, it is still always such a surprise and pleasure because there's so many, women out there, women leaders out there doing incredible and amazing things across Canada. So I'm very humbled and honored to be among them.
So tell me and tell our listeners just a little bit about SureCall and what you do.
Yeah, so SureCall is a purpose-driven business process outsourcing solution. So we basically help organizations to be able to streamline their processes within their company. And most of the time in consulting and working with them on that, we will actually take over those processes with our team here at SureCall. So it helps our clients to be able to focus on their core business and create some efficiencies and cost effectiveness in their organization while we supply that, fantastic customer experience that they're wanting.
So tell me, when you look at this, award this time around and in this category, why do you think you won it? Tell me, why you were SureCall, I guess, and yourself were considered for this in this particular category.
Yeah, I think first of all, the recognition is really tied to the entire ecosystem of SureCall. We work very well together as a team. We have a vision of empowering our partners and transforming the world. And our partners, what we mean by that are all stakeholders, our customers, our team, and our community. And really, we believe in two things. We believe we have an obligation to the community who supports us. And, SureCall does a lot to support local, but also national and international communities because we have customers all over the world. So our social impact programs are aligned with that. And when you think about the criteria these days that, these types of awards submissions are looking for, they're really looking for you to do more than just run your business. They are looking to see how you support social impact, how you, sort of look at the ESG goals and future sustainability of your organization, and what impact you're making. So I think that's really where we shine as an organization.
Mm-hmm. And when did you start, by the way?
When did SureCall start?
Yeah.
We were incorporated in 2013.
2013. And can you tell me a little bit of the story behind that, the why of how it started?
Yeah, SureCall is a spinoff of another organization that's been part of the Calgary business community for a very long time. Started off as Page Direct and then became PDL Mobility and Communication. So it was a communications company. And from that, we had a small call center that was doing dispatch work. And that call center, as we were selling off assets, we had to decide what we wanted to do with that. So we turned it into, an outsourced solution. But, every company has its sort of challenges and struggles. And I realized that in order to have a community of people work really hard on the front end in a call center type environment, we needed to change, our culture and how we did business. And we could only do that by starting brand new. We did in 2013, with a brand new corporation. And the corporation was about the people in our company, building community, about having a purpose-driven passion, having, impact in our community, and really having a why behind the business and its operations.
Yeah, exactly. So, you talk about the culture. Let's talk about the culture of business and women representation in the business world. Uh, how has it changed and evolved, do you think, over the last few years?
Well, I definitely think that women have been sort of at the forefront. Most recently, probably in the last 10 years, there's been a real push for women leaders, for women on boards. And I think it's really been a positive change. Women bring a lot to the board and to the organization, and I think these things have sort of been proven through data and statistics. World Economic Forum and all of these, very notable organizations have claimed that if you have a woman leader or women on boards, you're going to see, a 10 to 12% potential increase to your bottom line. And, the numbers are not lying. When you take a look at the trends, improvements all over throughout every aspect of business. And I think it also tends to lead to a different dynamic, at the leadership level with the leadership team, and a lot more of collaboration and discussion happens when there's women sitting around the table.
Okay. And what's your advice, Desiree, to women out there that say maybe want to be entrepreneurs or thinking of being an entrepreneur?
Yeah, I think, there are some barriers out there. Obviously, women are usually the main, nurturers of the household and that sort of thing. And I think that there's a lot of support out there these days for women to be business leaders and to be, a part of the still keep that family connection and leadership that they have with their family as well as with their business. So
Yeah.
I think the advice I have is to really, go for it, understand that there's going to be challenges, understand that it's not going to be easy, but you will be successful. Women are resilient and people are resilient. So you just have to believe in yourself. I have, and don't fall into the imposter syndrome. I have that all the time, where I think, oh my goodness, should I be at this table? Should I be in this room? How did I get here? And just, enjoy and celebrate every success that you have along the way.
All right, super. Thanks, Desiree, for joining us today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right, that was Desiree Bombenon, who is the CEO of SureCall based in Calgary. I'm Mario Toneguzzi, taking care of business on Canada's Podcast Network. Thanks for joining us today.